says, can clothing be worn below the ankles? Obviously, he means in the case of men, because women should cover their feet with their clothes. This is something which is known as al-isbal. Al-isbal is to lower your clothes, your pants, your trousers, your thobe, your izar beneath the ankles. And this is something that the Prophet ﷺ forbade men, forbade his companions from doing. In one hadith, the Prophet ﷺ said, "Ma asfala min al-ka'bayni min al-izari fi an-nar." And this is the sound hadith which is collected by Imam al-Bukhari. So he said, whoever wears clothes that go beneath his ankles, this part will be in fire. May Allah protect us. And also in another hadith, he said, "Man jarra thawbahu khuyala'a lam yanzur Allahu ilayhi yawm al-qiyamah." And this hadith is agreed upon its authenticity. Whoever will drag his clothes out of arrogance, out of showing off and pride, Allah would not look at him on the day of judgment. This is a serious threat and a serious warning. What we're trying to say is, we have two ahadith. The second, some people understood it as only those who wear long trousers or clothes out of pride, out of arrogance, because amongst the Arab back then, a person would be known as a noble person belonging to an honorable family whenever he wears a longer outfit, sabiq, long sleeves, and his clothes are dragging behind him, and so on. So they said the restriction has a illa, or an effective cause, which is the pride and the arrogance. And they also said, when Abu Bakr radiyallahu anh said, "Ya Rasulullah," sometimes because he was kind of skinny, my izar would fall indeliberately. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "You're not one of those. You're not one of those who do this out of arrogance or pride." So that's why we have these two different opinions. But the safest and the best is to avoid wearing anything that goes beneath the ankles. As Umar ibn Khattab radiyallahu anhu saw a young man, a shab, a youth, visited him at the time of his death. Subhanallah, when somebody is dying and is in pain, he focuses on his own dilemma. But he saw somebody who was wearing his clothes were going beneath his ankles. He said, رضي الله عنه, "ارفع ثوبك فإنه أتقى لثوبك وأرضى لربك." Pick up or raise your thawb, your izar, so that they won't go beneath your ankles, because this is better for your thawb as far as the tahara. It won't touch the impurities in the sweat. And أرضى لربك, it will be more pleasing to your Lord, because this is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be happy with, because the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam ordered so.